Hey besties, it's Tori. Long time no see, but welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a large collective book haul. If you don't know, I just recently moved and I am now literally like 4 minutes away from a Barnes & Noble. And Callie and I have a tendency to just pop into Barnes whenever we're feeling a little bit like spending some money. So I have accumulated a lot of books over the last few weeks and I just thought we would do a collective book haul. I did want to make a little announcement. I am so sorry that I've been so just distant on social media. My life has literally been so hectic, so crazy. I've been so beyond stressed. I eat, sleep, breathe my job. I literally am working 24/7. I love what I do so much and I love the people I work with. So I've really just kind of prioritized my career right now, which is why social media has really been on the back burner. But I'm gonna try my hardest to make more time for YouTube. The next few weeks are gonna be really hectic with me for work, but hopefully towards the middle/end of November, things kind of lighten up a little bit. So with all that being said, I hope you guys are so excited about this book haul. I have literally so many books to show you guys. I have some new releases. I just have some things I've randomly picked up. There's a lot to go over here. So with all that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my face. Check out all my socials down below, including my Goodreads and my Amazon book wish list. And let's get into the collective book haul. Okay, so I just literally have stacks here. We can start with what I just got last night, which is in this beautiful Barnes & Noble bag. She's hefty. I have literally got just stacks of books here. So let's start with Air by Sabaa Tahar. I think that's how you say her name. If it's not, I'm so sorry. But this is a new release. Callie has a different book by this author that she has heard really good things about and she's really excited to read. I think Sarah Caroli has read a few books by this author, but I saw this and I read the synopsis and I thought it just sounded really good. The map in here, literally stunning. Love it so much. So I'm excited about this one. I believe it's a YA romantasy, but it could be adult. I'm not for sure on that, but I'm really excited about this one. These next two I heard Rachel talk about, and Callie picked the first one up last night while we were at Barnes and they had one left, so I was like, you're mine, you're coming home with me. So that would be Anatomy and Immortality by Sana Schmartz. Once again, so sorry if I'm butchering the name. I'm really bad at names. But these covers are literally stunning. These give beautiful fall cozy vibes. I'm obsessed with these covers because it looks like a brain and a heart, but really it's a girl in a dress. And I think that's so cool, so cute. These, I believe, are about a girl named Hazel, and she is like trying to figure out how to be like the person who looks at bodies and stuff after they pass away. I think. I could be so wrong, but I think those are literally beautiful and I'm really excited to try them out because I know Rachel really enjoyed these two. And I don't think there's another one coming out in this series. I think it's just a duology. Then I saw this one and I picked it up as well. This is Half-Blood by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is the Covenant series. So this version does have beautiful purple sprayed edges and it also has the prequel novella in here. So I'm really excited about this one. It sounded really good. It's like about this girl who goes to a school where the pure descendants of gods hone their powers and half-mortal teens like Alex train to kill demons for them. So sounds interesting, gives me good fall/winter cozy vibes, so I'm intrigued by this one. And then we have a new release, which is the Christmas Tree Farm by Lori Gilmore. This is the author of the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. She also had the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore book just came out, and then she released this one, which is like the Christmas version of that series. I haven't read the Pumpkin Spice Cafe yet, but it is on my fall TBR. I've done literally terrible at reading these last few weeks. I've had zero time and I really need to try and prioritize reading a little bit more, but nonetheless I thought this would just be a really cute and fun one for once it becomes December and it's just a good little small town festive romance. These next two I actually already own in a different version, but I saw them and I was like, yes, I need you. So that is Nick and Charlie and This Winter by Alice Oseman. I've never seen these versions of these books. These are two little like short story novellas for the Heartstopper series, which I love the Heartstopper series. I have read the first 4. I still need to read the 5th one, and then there's supposed to be one more coming out. But I have these in like a paperback version, but like I said, I've never seen them in these really cute and pretty hardbacks. So I picked these up. As soon as I saw them, I was like, yes, you're coming home with me right now. Because if you want to know one thing about me, if I love a book or a series, I will have like 50 different versions of it. So these two made the cut. Next we have Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. This is the first book in the Kindred Curse saga. This is the new traditionally published hardback. I have the indie published paperback and hardback, but I love this series so much that this is my 3rd copy. There's nothing too crazy special about this version, except there are really pretty end pages, and the actual naked hardback is really cool. You can't really tell in this lighting, but there's like this like raised embossing on it that says Spark of the Everflame on it, and then each chapter has like a really pretty chapter art with it as well. Like I said, I am the type of person, once I love something, I need like 50 different versions of it. So I got this because first of all, I had to support Penn Cole. I literally love her so much, but I also love this series, and I cannot wait for the 4th and final installment to come out. Burn of the Everflame, I'm just sitting here patiently waiting because I'm sure I will binge that book the second it comes out. But if you've not heard of this series, I highly recommend it. It is a adult romantasy. It's literally so good. When I read this, it makes me feel like I'm getting the same vibes as like Throne of Glass. They're very different storylines and things like that, but just like the way it makes me feel and the love I have for it is so TOG coded. So if you've not read this, please do. I believe it is still on Kindle Unlimited. It's literally amazing, and Penn Cole is like one of the sweetest authors ever. I've talked to her multiple times and I'm just obsessed with her, and she deserves all of the hype. This next one Callie just gave me because she bought a different version of it, and that's just The Woman by Kristen Hanna. I have never read anything by Kristen Hanna. I do own a couple of her books, and I'm excited to test her out. She's mostly like historical women's fiction, so I don't know too much about this book, but I am still excited about it. I think this is one of her most recent releases, and I know Kristen Hanna has a lot of hype around her right now after Sarah Caroli started to really get invested into her. So I'm excited to finally try and read something by Kristen Hanna because I know she's very well loved. We have a new release, and that is Promise Me Not by Megan Brandy. This is the second book in the Boys of Avix series. The first book is Say You Swear. If you don't know, I read Say You Swear the very beginning of last year. At least I think it was the beginning of last year. And I loved it. I actually reread it this year and I thought it was still pretty good. It's a little bit of a cringy college romance, but it's really fun and drama filled. So this one follows the main character of the first book's twin brother and his love story. So I'm really excited about this one. I did start it when it first came out. I think I got a couple chapters in, but I've been in just like a knee-deep reading slump, so I am excited to finally actually read this one and finish it. Then I have 2 books by Hannah Bonham Young. I recently grabbed Out on a Limb a few weeks ago because I've heard amazing things about it, and I saw these 2, so I picked them up as well. So that is Next to You and Next of Kin. I've heard really good things about this author. I think she's just mostly writes like small town spicy romances, so I'm excited to test out her writing. I've never read anything by her, but once again, I've heard that she's a very beloved author, and so I had to pick these up. The second I hear someone talking about an author, I want every book that they've ever written. Then I bought these 2 because they give spooky October vibes, and that is A Werewolf's Guide to Seducing a Vampire and also A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. I don't know if I even have the first one. I'm not really sure the order that these go in, but I believe they're just like interconnected standalones. But these are like paranormal romances, and I've heard some good things about the series before, and Callie owns all of them, and I think she's read the first one and she quite liked it. So I have these two. I just thought that they give really good spooky vibes, and your girl loves anything spooky, fall, cozy, so I grabbed these two. Then we have a beloved, and that is Better Than the Movies by Linn Painter. I do already own this paperback, but this is the Barnes & Noble exclusive with these really cute sprayed edges. It has like a stereo with like hearts and music notes and stuff on it. I literally love this book so much, and the second I saw these sprayed edges, I was like, yeah, you're coming home with me. I'm gonna need you right now. So I love this book. If you have not read it, I highly recommend. It's a YA romance, and it's about this girl named Liz, and she has a crush on somebody, and she kind of has like a frenemy, which is her next door neighbor, and his name is Wes. So Wes and Liz come up with this plan to kind of like fake date to make Liz's crush jealous and go to the prom with her, and instead they end up catching feelings for each other, and it's amazing. There are so many like OG beautiful rom-com movie quotes in here. Like each chapter starts with a quote from a rom-com. So like this one says, "I'm not running away, bullshit," and it's from How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I love that movie. Literally a top 5 movie for me. So I literally just love all those little quotes in there. I think they're so fun. So I highly recommend this. It's actually perfect for this time of year if you just need a cozy, quick little read. I read this almost 2 years ago, and I still rave about it. I need to reread it because I love it so much. We have another new release. This is chef's kiss, absolutely freaking stunning, and that is the deluxe collector's edition of Beach Read by Emily Henry. I love Emily Henry so much. I don't know if you can see, but literally I have so many different books by her. I have every book she's ever written, and then my favorites I have like 4 versions of. So the second that this came out, Callie and I sped over to Barnes & Noble and picked it up. It's probably one of the prettiest books I have actually ever seen. I think it's just absolutely stunning. The sprayed edges are beautiful. I have read Beach Read. It's not my favorite book by her, but I want to reread it. This quote, "I feel overwhelmed that you exist." I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Imagine loving somebody that much. Couldn't be me. That would be crazy. One day maybe. But I think this is just so beautiful, and I'm so excited to actually finally add it to my Emily Henry collection because she's stunning and she deserves her moment. Then I picked up June 1st by Jennifer Hartman. So I actually grabbed this because I read Catch the Sun by her on Kindle, and I literally loved it. It was so good. I think it was a 5-star if I remember right. It was recommended to me by a book bestie, and I'm so glad I read it. The drama and trauma in that book is crazy. I highly recommend it. It is on Kindle Unlimited. So I wanted to pick up something else by her, and I've heard that this is probably her most hyped book ever. I don't know what it's about, but she's pretty, and I'm excited because, like I said, I loved Catch the Sun by her, so I'm really hoping that I fall in love with this one as well, and maybe she'll become a favorite author of mine, so I'm really excited about this one. Then we have The Breakaway by Jennifer Weiner. This one I just kind of picked up at Target, and I read the back of it and I thought it sounded really good. This is supposed to be a warm-hearted and empowering new novel about love, family, friendship, secrets, and the power of a trip to change your life. I feel like it's kind of gonna give one of like kind of that vibe of those books that like every woman in their like 20s or early 30s should read kind of vibe. It just looks really good and it sounds really good, so I'm really excited to try it. It's about this girl named Abby, and she has this feeling that something just isn't right in her life, and I'm gonna assume her romance journey. Don't know, but I'm excited. I'm happy I own it. Then I picked this one up mainly because of the title, but then I read the back and I was like, oh, that sounds good. So it's called You've Got Mail, and it's by Marina Adder. And this one says, she has zero time for a relationship. A fake one will have to do, and New York Times bestselling author Marina's new romance that brings the humor and the heart. So it says, Evie's life is one crisis away from a complete meltdown. between being a single parent, managing a mom living her life way out loud, caring for an ailing father, and keeping the family's struggling coffee shop afloat, Evie hasn't looked after herself in far too long. So naturally, her best friend chooses this moment to post a video of Evie describing the ideal man and sends it viral. When I first read the synopsis of this, it gave me the vibe of this book, The Summer Romance, so I was kind of excited because I really enjoyed summer romance. So I'm excited about this one. I hope I like it, and I just think that the title is a really cute play on the movie You've Got Mail, so I'm excited about this one. Then I bought the entire Plated Prisoner series by Raven Kennedy. First of all, these are beautiful. Second of all, almost all of the ones I have are the like Barnes and Noble version, and they are like signed by the author, so I'm really excited. I've heard so many good things about it. Here's actually the first one, which does not match. It doesn't, the spine doesn't match. Oh my gosh, no, that's actually a crime. What am I supposed to do with this? But I picked up the whole series. It is on Kindle Unlimited. I've heard literally so many good things. I've heard amazing things about Raven Kennedy, and especially the series. It's like super well loved, and I've heard a lot of people recommend it for the fall time. The fall is like the perfect time for just a really deep and cozy and crazy fantasy series. It's literally the best time to read fantasy in my personal opinion, because you can just get all cozied up and just immerse yourself into this fake world. And I literally love reading fantasy in the fall. I have missed reading so much, and I cannot wait to finally prioritize it again. But I'm really excited about the series. I am genuinely very concerned and upset that this one does not match. I don't know how I didn't notice that before, so I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do about that, but I'm excited to get into the series. And I definitely didn't need to pick up the whole series all at once, but I just have no self-control. So we have that. Only have a few left, and they are all new releases. So we have Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. I actually wasn't gonna pick this up because the two books I have read by Elsie Silver I haven't really loved. I've thought they've been okay, but it kind of felt wrong to not own this book because I own a bunch of her other books. They're like right behind me. So I read the first book in the series, which is Wild Love, and I think I gave it 3 stars. And I've also read Flawless, and that was also a 3-star. So I don't know what it is about her writing that's just not clicking for me personally. I want to give her at least 1 or 2 more tries before I just kind of like stop with her books. But I wanted to pick this one up. A lot of people have really enjoyed this. A lot of people literally love Elsie Silver. It is also signed, so we have that. My camera's about to die. I got Betting on You by Linn Painter. This is the paperback version. This isn't a new release, but the paperback version is a new release. And like I said, I really love Better Than the Movies by Linn Painter. And then I have the new traditionally published hardback of When the Moon Hatched. It has these really cute sprayed edges. I haven't read this yet, but I really want to. Callie has been begging me to read this, so she is top of the list. And then last but not least, we have Nothing Like the Movies by Linn Painter. This is her second book to Better Than the Movies. I had a e-arc for it, and I literally devoured it. Loved it so much. A easy 5-star. Highly recommend this. I cannot wait to reread it. I loved this so much. I don't think Better Than the Movies needed a second book, but I loved it nonetheless. So I highly recommend this if you haven't read it yet. And my camera is literally flashing at me, so with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this collective book haul. I love you all to the moon and Saturn, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my face. Check out all my socials down below, and I will see you next time. Bye, besties!